Hi folks! As you probably noticed in the last couple of months, the state of the Canadian housing market is changing rapidly, and many people wonder how the Bank of Canada multiple rate hikes would affect the real estate market. Personally, I think it's going to be a game changer for everybody. It's fair to assume that the home prices will continue to stagnate, as higher mortgage rates tend to cool the market down, slowing the price growth and amount of transactions. In my previous video, I predicted up to 30% market crash in Ontario at some point this year. And apparently it's already happening. In fact, it came to such a ridiculous point where even a 30% market crash wouldn't help Ontario or BC home buyers much, as it essentially removes just a single year of price appreciation for investors. Let me remind you that even in the small cities of Ontario, an above average house would cost you as much as a good home in Las Vegas. Only instead of the entertainment capital of the world with famous beaches, you would get a few Tim Hortons and maybe a grocery store. So yeah, pay almost $1 million to live in a small city 2 hours away from Toronto. Awesome. No! That's why Alberta remains a dream province when it comes to reasonable real estate for Gen Zers and Millennials. And today, we'll see what kind of house you can afford in Calgary in 3 different price ranges, from $500,000 to $800,000. I will show you some of the best examples that represent the current state of the market, and in my following videos, I'm going to shoot some great houses in person, inside and out, to give you even a better representation. So yeah, I'm going house hunting with my camera real soon. Probably next week. And before we start, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the upcoming personal finance and real estate content. I would tremendously appreciate it. Only takes you a few seconds, but it helps me stay on track, deliver quality content, and improve constantly. When it comes to rate hikes, I'm almost 100% positive that Alberta's market will remain unaffected and will continue its nice and steady 5 to 7% growth on a year-to-year basis. The market will most definitely cool down, so hopefully we will not see any kind of bidding wars even for amazing houses, because that is really ridiculous. The housing market here in Calgary just recently started its recovery after 7 long years of price decline, and the pricing here remains quite reasonable, like 3 times cheaper than in some other provinces. To prove that, let's take a look at my very first example for today, which will give you an idea of what kind of house you could afford in Calgary right now on your budget. We will slowly progress from $500,000 to $600,000, $700,000 and $800,000 options, covering a few key price ranges in one video. A little disclaimer. It's not a promotion and I do not work with any real estate agency or with anybody else. It's all just public listings. I looked over hundreds of them and decided to show you a few that I find best in their price ranges, keeping in mind the location, square footage, interior and exterior design, the age of the building, and much more. As you can see here, for a very reasonable amount of money, you can get a fairly sized detached house with great interior and semi-modern exterior design. It's 2 stories, 3 bedrooms home with high ceilings and a fully fenced backyard. You also get modern appliances, hardwood flooring, and pretty cool design inside and out. The house is almost 1,600 square feet and was built in 2013. And believe me, for this price, it's an above average option. Nothing spectacular. I've seen better homes in that price range before, with a nicer stucco exterior and closer proximity to the inner city, but still, for $500,000, it is a pretty great option. Now, when we get to a $600,000 range, you can count on a larger house located much closer to the inner city with significantly better design, inside and out. This option is located in the southwest of Calgary and is a detached 2,000 square feet 2-story home with 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. Despite the older exterior, I do like the interior design and the large windows in the living room, providing ample sunlight. The kitchen with an instant access to the backyard looks pretty cool too. As you can see on the pictures, you would get the hardwood floors and modern appliances, great laundry and nicely renovated bathrooms. I also like the fully furnished basement and the size of a backyard, plus keep in mind the attached garage, which is nice to have. For this amount of money, it's probably one of the best options I've seen in the last few weeks, though definitely not the best one. I've seen better ones for sure. Now, let's see what kind of house you can get closer to the $700,000 range. This house was built in 2018 and currently sells for $670,000. It has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms and 1,800 square footage of living space. I like to see the stucco exterior with somewhat modern design. You do get a bright living room, nice view from the bedroom, fairly large backyard and a garage, of course. In that price range, I do suggest looking for a fully detached home with better interior design, though April was kind of dry in regards to great houses in Calgary, while in March I've seen dozens of great homes in $600,000 to $700,000 range with much better interior and exterior design. I'm sure that more great listings will show up in May, and I will definitely film the best houses in that price range and publish it soon on this channel. So stay updated. Now let's take a look at two more houses in the $700,000 to $800,000 range. First option is older and logically has an older exterior, but it's quite large with 2,200 square feet, has great interior design and a very spacious backyard. You also get a fully furnished basement, nice hardwood floors throughout the house, large windows for lots of sunlight pretty much in every room, and a modern kitchen with new appliances. But if I may be honest, I like the next option better because of a newer exterior design. For $800,000 you can get a 4-bedroom modern home with a nice stucco exterior. Though it is smaller than the previous homes I've shown you in this video, it's only 1,600 square feet, but overall great design inside and out, lots of sunlight, fully furnished basement and a nice backyard. Honestly, I think you can find pretty much the same houses for much cheaper if you look hard enough. As you might have seen in my previous videos, you don't need all that much to find a great home, as I was showing some great homes in under $600,000 range that looks pretty much as good as more expensive options. Of course, if you can afford a more expensive option, it fully makes sense to go for it. But right now, I decided to get myself more affordable option in the $500,000 to $600,000 range, as it seems to be more reasonable to me at this point. And before wrapping things up, let's take a look at one more option in a more affordable price range. For $580,000, you can own a fairly large house closer to 2,000 square feet. It's a 2-story detached home with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. You would get lots of sunlight, modern kitchen space with hardwood floors, and a fairly sized backyard. In my opinion, for about $600,000, it is a pretty great option, though I must say I'm not a huge fan of vinyl siding. You can definitely find a better exterior, but again, it's more of a personal preference. And don't forget to leave a comment about your situation if you're thinking of buying a house in Calgary, or you're just looking to compare with different provinces, or overall your opinion about the houses I was showing in this video. If you like them, if you think it's maybe too expensive, who knows, maybe you can find a better option. Let's talk about it, let's chat. I'm always open for a conversation. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you did find this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to that channel and like this video so you never miss great content about personal finance and real estate. And I'll see you next week. A little espresso to get going. I can drink 5 of these in a day. Like 5 espressos, honestly.